Okay, great. Hello, my name is Ita Meno. I'm a Burlington resident and I work for the city of Burlington. I've worked for the city of Burlington for over 20 years now in multiple city departments, and I've seen many iterations of the Moran plant, including its current iteration as the Moran Frame. Sure, that's a great question. At full disclosure, I'm not a part of the team that envisioned this. I'm not a part of the team that brought it into fruition, but I have been around and while it was happening, and uh, it was created initially in the 50s, the Moran plant, as a coal burning facility to create electricity for the city of Burlington. It was decommissioned in the 80s, I think, under Bernie. Um, and what that means is that it stopped functioning as a generation facility for energy. Um, and for, golly, 40 years, the city was thinking, what do we do with this building? Because it's this giant building behind us. I mean, what you see is a frame, but it was covered in bricks and pigeon droppings and more. There's so many pigeons. And it was filled with hoppers that they used to put the coal in that was put into the boilers to fire it up and to create, the make the turbines turn and create electricity. Um, and then when Bob Kiss was mayor, whatever years that was, when Bob Kiss was mayor, there was a big push, a citywide push to have residents decide what to do with the facility. Um, and the community came together, hundreds of people, thousands of people sent in postcards, hundreds of people came together to give feedback to the city about what they wanted the Moran plant to look like. And we had recommendations from like casinos to an ice climbing wall. And then it was just kind of in flux for a while, trying to find funding and developers who could make the residents' dream come true. Um, for lots of different reasons, mostly I think due to expense. It was really expensive. Um, the uh, the city rebooted its efforts like 10 or 15 years later, while when Merle Weinberger was mayor, reboosted its efforts um, to figure out what to do with the Moran plant. And uh, a group of folks came in and they made this recommendation to. So when Moreau Weinberger was mayor, there was an RFP, or request for proposals, put out to find somebody to figure out what to do with this space, and these folks were hired. I can't remember their names. Sorry. These folks were hired, and this was their proposal: was to kind of break down to its bones, break down the Moran plant to its bones, and see what the community can envision once that was done. And the frame was the frame was born. And I know that there's a future vision for what the Moran frame can be. It can be. It's a cool piece of public art right now. There are picnic tables for people to gather. There are people gathered there right now having a good time. Um, it is a beautiful representation of what a city can do with some of its buildings that are falling apart and crumbling, um, and what a city can do to make a promise to its future. I think that it could be. Uh, uh, I think that it could continue to be a spot for people to hang out. I think that, if the city and its community partners decide that the Moran frame can has a way to fulfill its promise to become a community like a community spot, like a third place. I think that it could do that. I think that, some of the plans uh, that the developers put together about its future, I think that those plans were really cool and it can be something amazing. For me, I work in the energy sector right now, and I think it's such a beautiful thing that a city, one of the first cities in the country, that is fully committed uh, to having an energy portfolio uh, that is green. That means that there's no fossil fuels in its energy portfolio. Um, I think that removing a coal burning facility, but keeping its presence, its frame, as a memory, I think in this kind of a city, I think that that's a really cool symbol for how a city can change and how it can continue to keep energy affordable, and continue to be a symbol in how Burlington can pave a way for its future residents to think about community and to orient itself towards the community um, rather than seeing all of our young people try to escape Burlington as fast as possible. I think it can be a place that young people can see as an opportunity, not just something to run away from. Words of wisdom. I think I'm a huge fan of repurposing. I I really dislike fast fashion and fast food and all of these things, this heavy desire for us to consume, consume, consume. I think the Moran plant and the Moran frame can show us that we can repurpose things that have existed in our community and really make something solid and thoughtful and welcoming.